Arriving at Queen's Park Station. Doors will open on the left.
Hey everyone, it is Wednesday, June 14th. The time right now is 5:09 p.m. and the temperature outside is around 18 degrees Celsius. And I am here at Queen's Park Station. And that was a southbound train I was just on. And this station opened back on February 28th, 1963. All right. And for this one, I'm going to head on up to street level. And I'm going to get off the beaten path a little bit, at least as far as this channel is concerned. And I'm going to make my way southbound to St. Patrick Street, and I'll walk down St. Patrick into the entertainment district. I've got to be around the CN Tower by 6 p.m. And this here is Queen's Park, and there's the Provincial Legislative Assembly straight ahead. And this is College Street. And south of College, this becomes University Avenue. I'm going to cross south here. And take a route I have yet to explore. Just over there is the 700 University Avenue building, that big glass curve building. And right across from that is the old Stewart building, and there's a parking lot I can take that cuts between those two buildings. And that will lead me down towards St. Patrick Street. And that's a look down University Avenue through Hospital Row. Intact Insurance is one of the main occupants of this building. I used to work for a company called AXA up at the North American Center, which is at Yonge and Finch, and they were taken over by Intact. Or at least they sold their Canadian book of business to them. So had I stayed on board, I would have ended up working in this building. Looks like Bel Air Direct, another insurance company, is located there. They might be related to Intact. Everyone seems to own everyone else these days. But here is the Stewart building. And that dates back to 1894, and it's designed by E.J. Lennox, the same guy behind Casa Loma, as well as Old City Hall. And there is my destination, the CN Tower. It is 5:13. This must be some kind of after-school program. I don't even know what school that is. But we will be going by one of the most unique properties in the city, at least residential properties. That's a home that was split in half. That'll be coming up on St. Patrick. That looks like they've dismantled some of the basketball hoops there. So on the left is the Princess Margaret Cancer Center. You can also enter that from the University Avenue side. It's one of 4 major hospitals in the area. It used to be known as Princess Margaret Hospital. It's been renamed. I believe this building on the right is also part of Princess Margaret. Oh, this one is actually Mount Sinai Hospital. I should have waited half a second before I started talking. And I'm not on St. Patrick Street yet. This is actually Murray Street. There's another wing of the hospital. And a huge parking structure. $30 minutes or less, $5. Flat rate weekend and holidays, $6. 5-day parking pass, $66.25. I don't know if that's good or not. It looks like there's a cage with bicycle parking in there. All right, so this is Mount Sinai Hospital actually on the left. I think I incorrectly referred to that as a wing of Princess Margaret. Or Lovelocks. The street really has more of a feel of a back alley. If it weren't so wide, that's exactly how it would feel. And this will be Elm Street coming up. So I could make a left here and then make a right onto the start of Simcoe Street. Or I could go straight here and head through the heart of Baldwin Village. There's a Krispy Kreme straight ahead. I think this official neighborhood name is actually Kensington Chinatown, as Kensington Market and Chinatown are just off in that direction. But here we go, St. Patrick Street. The Toronto Chinese Catholic Centre, St. Patrick Street, takes its name after St. Patrick's Church, which is right over there. And that was established in 1850, but that particular building dates back to 1908. And here is Our Lady of Mount Carmel Church. That one is decked out in Chinese characters. I have no idea how old that one is. And St. Patrick's actually fronts McCall Street, which is on the other side. I've done a few walks down McCall before. And that is Dundas Street West coming up. There's a big expansion to the church property here. So you could turn right here and head past the Art Gallery of Ontario. And then you'll be finding yourself in Chinatown. There's Village on the Grange. It's a small shopping complex with a pretty decent food court. There is Toronto Police 52 Division. Surrounded by new towers. And 52 Division actually covers a huge swath of downtown. It's in between Spadina, which is just to the west of here, and Yonge Street to the east of here, and to the south between the lake as well as Bloor Street. So that's about half of downtown. But it also includes the Toronto Islands. So all of that falls under that one police station right there. Although the police headquarters is also located in that vicinity. And Dundas Square is off in that direction. So I think the food court is actually in this building over here that I was talking about, where that McDonald's and Popeye sign are. Maybe I'll cross the street here just to get away from the scaffolding. Well, it still goes by the name Village by the Grange. And that house that's been chopped in two is coming up. And that hideous building there is owned by Bell. It's one of the uglier buildings in the city. That's a 12-story office building. It's got to serve some kind of communication function because there's hardly any windows on it. Not sure what exactly goes on in there, but it was described online as an office building. And it looks just as hideous on the other side on Simcoe Street. Might get a better view of this house coming up. It'll be on the right-hand side from this side of the street. You can see those condo towers straight ahead are blocking what would have been a pretty neat view of the CN Tower. So this house coming up is 54 and a half. And there it is. So it used to be one in a row of 6 homes built between 1890 and 1893. And this used to be Drummer Street back in the day. But developers bought up the other homes and made way for this development here. But they couldn't wrestle this home off of the owners. And this wall here is a load-bearing wall, and that's what allows it to stand, but apparently they had to be exceptionally careful when they were knocking half of the property down. And also previously, I don't want to step on their property, just looked like exposed concrete. So they poured a little money into it to make it look a little nicer, but there you go, one of the most unique homes in the city. I think these homes next to it probably date back to a similar time period.
What did they do for work?
My mom did.
And this is Queen Street West coming up.
I would put some, like a lot of
Uni, apparently that's a really good Japanese restaurant. Maybe I'll take Duncan Street. I think most of the routes south of here I've covered before. So this is it for the parts unknown section. Although there's some murals over here that look kind of neat. There's Garfield chilling with a pineapple. All right, I guess I'm moving over to McCall Street. So I didn't quite cover all of St. Patrick's Street, but just about. You might see some Queen streetcars going up and down McCall here as they're being diverted up to Dundas. Oh, here's one. There is the Salad King, a restaurant that was notorious for cramming people in shoulder to shoulder back before the pandemic. Although that's their newer location. And it's the always busy and vibrant Queen Street West. As the streetcar tries to negotiate a left turn. I'm going to go over to the east side here. Get a little better view. And Rudy is reopened. This suffered a fire a few years ago. Excellent burgers to be had there. Way back when this was the main clubbing district, there's a big club in this building called Whiskey Saigon. It was painted like the American flag. There's the Fifth Social Lounge, which used to be called Easy on the Fifth. This is Richmond Street. And Yuck Yuck's Comedy Club is just off in that direction. They're ringing their bell at this cab, trying to make a right turn here. There is Toronto Hydro Electric System Substation D, and that dates back to 1910. And it looks kind of like a cross between a Victorian era warehouse. I'm trying to think of what else it looks like. Maybe a Victorian era warehouse and an office building mashed together. Here's a place I've never been to, but it's always quite lively on weekends. Party Putt. I think it's a drinking and mini golf establishment. Let's look at that hydro substation. No one's ever been that happy to see me before. There's Crocodile Rock, or what used to be Crocodile Rock. Had a reputation as being a bit of a cougar bar. Oh, this is not good. There's fire trucks trying to pull out of the station here in Adelaide, but they are being met with gridlock. We'll see if they can make their way through. Here is Pai, an excellent Thai restaurant. They feature Northern Thai cuisine, and they have a location up in Midtown where I live. I don't see those fire trucks making their way over. There we go. Oh, it's coming down this way. I better GTFO OW? I forgot a T before that W. There's Grace O'Malley's. And this is Pearl Street. Grace O'Malley's has been there for a very long time. And these buildings around here are all kind of doomed to make way for a Frank Gehry project, which will be a number of skyscrapers and featuring super talls, which is pretty cool. This lot over here next to the Royal Alex has already made way. This is a really cool looking project. Although I question the affordability of the units going in.
I guess like corporations.
All right, I'm going to cross here and go over to the other side. Let this car turn. Or maybe I'll get out of the way of right-turning vehicles. King Street's easy to cross as it's a transit priority corridor. There's not a whole lot of cars coming through here. And this leads us into David Peacut Square. I have no idea what this event is they're setting up for. There's a big stage going in front of the hideous Metro Hall building. I've been by here a number of times when they've been filming scenes from the TV show The Boys. That might be Amazon Prime's biggest hit. Straight ahead is the Ritz-Carlton Hotel. I've walked down this pathway on the left side of it, but I I think there's another one on the right side we can take. I also made a video walking through this hotel property last year. I showed off one of the rooms and the pool facility.
They'll be releasing.
I think this is Simcoe Park straight ahead. There's the Canadian Broadcasting Corporation's headquarters on the right. And our destination looming above. I think my timing is pretty good on this one. I'm supposed to be here around 6. It is 5:40. That is the Toronto Metro Convention Center across the street. And there's a picture of Toronto, I think from the 60s, on the Toronto Then and Now subreddit. And this whole area was just sea after sea of parking lot back then, including where the Metro Convention Center is. Well, this makes you wonder what the heck everyone was doing, going downtown and parking for. I don't think the GO train network was particularly good then. There's someone in Blue Jay gear. They got crushed by the Orioles last night. All right, let's cross over. Some more great Toronto driving. Every video this happens. And there is the Pint Public House. They are blasting music. So I'm gonna walk around it, but that is very possibly my destination here. They have a deal where if you buy an adult beverage, or any beverage I think, you get half-price wings. And that is only on Wednesdays. This car here is getting honked at. This is the Sky Dome straight ahead. Built or opened in 1989. The last of the multi-purpose stadiums. I don't think Tropicana Field counts. And they've made it baseball specific in recent years, particularly with the round of renovations that just took place. And there's still 2 more phases left. I think next year we'll see the lower bowl reconfigured. It was built to house Canadian football and baseball as primary tenants. And it also housed the Toronto Raptors in their early days and countless concerts and events. And there's what was up until the Burj Khalifa's opening, the tallest freestanding structure in the world. I think we have a Via train about to roll past here for the transit geeks out there. Oh, there it goes. And that is going to be taking the Lakeshore West Corridor. You can see there it has a choice to go right and just down here is Ripley's Aquarium, as well as Roundhouse Park, the Steam Whistle Brewery, and the Rec Room, a big Dave and Buster style entertainment complex. There's people lined up to get into the CN Tower. And on that note, I hope you enjoyed this one, starting up at Queen's Park Station, walking south down St. Patrick Street and several other streets, making our way to the base of the CN Tower. Let me know your thoughts and comments down below. If you wish to support the channel, there's links to my Patreon and YouTube channel membership down in the description. Hopefully I don't pick up a music match at the end here, but if you wish to support the channel, did I already say that part? I don't know. I am completely out of it. I think it's time to go have some adult beverages. Anywho, there's also a super thanks button below the video if you wish to say thanks that way. Thank you for watching, and I will catch you in the next one. Yoink.